Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Are we okay? And for those of us in the UK, happy Mother's Day. I hope you've all had a lovely day. I hope you've managed to see or speak to your family members. Those of you who are not in the UK, I know that a lot of your Mother's Days are in May, aren't they? But yeah, for us in the UK it is today. So yeah, I hope you all have had an absolutely lovely day. I'm going to start with an apology today. So first of all, I wasn't meant to be live today because of what happened in the week, we've gone live today to sort of make sure we can catch up. One of the reasons I didn't plan to be live was, one, it was Mother's Day. Two, I actually had a really early start and I've been up since 5:30 this morning. So because of that, I am hoping to obviously not yawn and stuff too much, but please bear with me. So I'm hoping it's not too long of an order list. So I'm hoping it doesn't sort of go past midnight. Just because I think I'll be peeling me off the table kind of thing. But yeah, so I apologise if I am a little bit yawny. But I couldn't change my plans this morning. I wasn't going to do that. So it is what it is. I've had a lovely day with my family. So today we are fully booked. The order list was posted on the page earlier, and emails for today's one went out before. I do still have some opening emails to send to book people in for Tuesday and the rest of the week. That wasn't done today because I was out and about. It normally gets done on a Sunday, so that will get sent tomorrow. So if you have ordered and you're waiting to hear when you're booked in for, you will definitely get that email tomorrow just to confirm your days and everything like that. So please keep that in mind. Bear with me. Will get that sent across. So yeah, order list has been posted on the page. We've got some Jungle Drives, egg pops, oysters. Jungle Drive is going to be ending soon. I was going to do it for this weekend, but again with the technical issues, I think we'll do it for so I'm just looking at the date because it's down there. I think we'll do it for the next weekend, and then that way it gives us a week leading in under 2 weeks to go into sort of Easter. So I'll do a post about that tomorrow. In fact, let me just make a note to remind myself. Jungle Jive finish date. So I don't have my big pad with me today, so we're back to smaller post-its for now. But that's okay. Okay, so shall we get started for today? I don't think there's any other updates compared to Friday. Yeah. Okay, so up first today I have got Debbie Meredith Dickin. Debbie Meredith Dickin, are you here? Hopefully they're here. I sort of did start dead on time today. Sometimes I'm a couple of minutes late, aren't I? So hopefully she's found us. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be too hot for me to drink as well, isn't it? Debbie, hello, hello, hello. I hope you're well. Okay, so Debbie, you was one of the ladies who was originally booked in for Tuesday. So again, I am sorry that live couldn't go ahead. So thank you for your understanding there. So for today, Debbie, you have got one opening. I'll need to know if you'd like to have an oyster or an egg pop. What do you think? Hello, 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 hello. Pearline is still well fed. sounds beautiful, doesn't she? Yeah, she's been well fed. So Pearline is still in play at the moment. I don't think she's ran out this year yet so far, which is a crazy thing to say. We're like mid-March, which is, you guys are so very generous. So yeah, she's still in play, and we'll always start the openings with Pearline if there is pearls in there. Egg Pop Debbie. Okay, is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So like I just said, we're going to start with Pearline and then we'll go straight into the Egg Pop for you. I am just going to move this down a bit more. There we go. It was a bit too high, I think. So, good luck. Bloop. Okay, your gifted pearl, you have got a bright, bold, icy blue. So if we come across here, bright, bold, icy blue. And then coming back for your Egg Pop, and you have 4 pearls in this one. Oh, I haven't got the Egg Pop, so I'll grab that in a second. Now this one is a spotted icy blue. I need a black one of these. I might have one. For now, I'll just hold it against the white one. Yeah, I think a black one would help. So just to try and show you, yeah, if you can see some of those spots here. So a spotted icy blue, and overall his slightly base colour is lighter than the first icy blue there. You've also got a brighter, again slightly two-tonal candy floss pink. You've got an autumn peach, so a lighter creamy autumn peach, and then a silver bells as well. Okay, I'm just going to be grabbing this bag, so it might be a bit noisy, but Debbie, what do you think to these? If you're happy with all of these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery, and if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So going through for you, you've got the bright bold icy blue, and then the spotty icy blue, two-tonal candy floss pink, a creamy autumn peach, and a silver bells. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to everybody joining. I hope you're all well, and I hope you've had a lovely weekend. And of course, those in the UK, I hope you've had a lovely Mother's Day. Can I tell you? Oh, yes, of course. So it is the March birthstone charm. I'll see if I can bring it up for you. So with this charm, you can actually choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So yeah, you don't have to have the pearl on there if you don't want to. So this is the March birthstone charm. So pearl on or off. And of course, if there's any pearls or colour swaps you'd like to make, I can do that for you as well. The first blue you'd like to have on the charm, perfect, so that's that deep, bold, icy blue. Okay, then the 4 remaining pearls here are going to be your loose pearls, Debbie. So I just need to know if you're happy with these or if there's any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make. Swap the peach and the chocolate for a green. So the peach and the silver bells. So these 2 for a green. Is that for the same type of green or for different greens? Oh, a pickle and an apple green. Perfect. So a pickle green is one of these. And then an apple green is one of these. I've gone for a brighter apple green. They're similar, but they are very different. I hope that's okay. If you're happy with those 2, perfect. If not, do let me know. And then, are there any other swaps or changes that you would like to make? Yes, of course. So you'd like to be invoiced for, let me take these 2 away. So invoiced for lobster fitting with the pickle green and the apple green. Okay, and then with the pink and the blue, are you happy with those as your remaining pearls? Happy with those? Perfect. And no, Debbie, you're very, very welcome. Let me bring you back up to me. So Debbie, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And there we go, that's up there for you. Perfect. I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, up next on today I have got Catherine Short. Catherine, are you here? And Kathy, hello, hello, hello. I hope you are well. Let's start with your jungle jive, and then we'll do all your openings together at the end, if that's okay. So with your jungle jive, here you've got this one here. Oh, bless you, Debbie. Thank you for these stars. So Kathy, let's go down. Oh, so I'm just grabbing my tool. Okay. So that's the charm, that's the earrings, that's the pendant. Okay, so as always, I will start with the charm. So Kathy, your charm, it comes with one opening, and you can actually choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Oh, you tried to add on a jungle jive to this order and it gave you a completely different order number. Is there any way to do it today? Yes, I'll have a look through. Hang on, let me see. Oh no, yeah, this is the jungle jive. So it's just is it just the one jungle jive? So I've already added the orders together. So I've got two separate orders, two different order numbers, one jungle jive overall. If so, then yeah, I'll continue. If there's another one, then that's fine as well, and I'll have a look through and add it on as well. Not a problem either way. Okay, so with your charm, you have got the polar bear charm. So this one is just the silhouette of the polar bear. So obviously it can be then double-sided. He is very reflective. Let me just pop him down. So again, if you choose to have a pearl on here, sort of when the pearl's going to be in front of it, so the pearl will sit here, but even from like a distance, it's very, very reflective. So this one comes with one opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the polar bear. Okay, I mean, I suppose it could be any bear. I call it a polar bear, but I suppose it does have the silhouette of a lot of like black bears, grizzly bears. Yeah, so it could be just a bear charm, but on the website it is called the polar bear charm. With your pendant, I don't think this one is on the website at the moment. This one comes with one opening, and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Here's our sort of deluxe ice cream pendant. So he is an ice cream cone. This is different to the charm because he's got a deluxe waffle cone all the way down. He's got this crystal encrusted top bit round the top here, and then of course your pearl does get nestled in there. So it is, your pearl would be the ice cream on top of the ice cream cone. So it comes with one opening, and the pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. And then with your earrings, these ones come with two openings. Two pearls need to go onto the jewellery. They are hook back earrings. I believe these ones are the step earrings or the ladder earrings. They are on the website, and basically it looks like you've got like stepping stones or like ladder steps, and each step has got a little crystal in the centre, so very sort of sparkly in each section. And then the pearls sit and dangle at the bottom here. Oh, let me just, there we go. Oh, no. So it does, it's only because it's against the board. Okay, so if I go through these again for you, Kathy, I'll need to know, with the charm, comes with one opening, pearl on or off the jewellery. Pendant comes with one opening, pearl on the jewellery, and the earrings comes with two openings, pearls on the jewellery. You'd like to have the earrings. So adding those to your openings then, you've got 7 openings altogether. So I'll need to know which 7 you would like to have. So we've got oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each. Excuse me. I've got a tickle at the back of my throat. If it's a mix of each with the openings, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. Give me just a moment. Oh. 3 pops for oysters, of course you can. With the shells of the oysters, would you like to keep or would you like to donate those? And overall, colour-wise, Kathy, are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 3 in here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. The only colours you know for sure is what's going on the lightning bolt earrings. Other than that, let's wait and see what the oysters offer. Okay, so it's a good way to go about it, because we can sort of get surprise colours that we weren't planning for, and then we then want to go with those. So not a problem. Also, I'll need to know, are you happy for me to mix the oyster pals and the egg pop pals together in the sand, not the sand on the board, or would you prefer me to keep them separate? So starting with Perline for your gifted pal. Ooh, it's a pickle. So he's a lighter pickle green as your gifted pal. You'd like to keep one of the half shells. Of course you can, as it's your first opening. Of course, not a problem. So we'll keep the first one, as long as that one doesn't break, and then I'll donate the others. So that's very, very kind of you. And you're happy to mix? Perfect. So moving through to your egg pops. Egg pop number 1. 3 pals in your first one. You have got a pastel yellow. Again, it's a gorgeous multi-tonal, like 2-tonal icy blue, but he's got these gorgeous sort of darker, slightly stripes to him as well. So you can already see there the 2-tonalness to him. But yeah, he's got a couple of little darker stripes. And a bright, bold raspberry. So all of these colours already go beautifully together. Coming back for your next egg pop. And you have 2 pals in this one. We've got another icy blue. This one is not 2-tonal. And then you've got a slightly brighter seafoam green. No. I'm going to say it's actually more of an apple green. Yeah, more of an apple green there. Apologise. Last of your egg pops. And 2 pals in that one. Icy blues are definitely for the show today so far. Another bright, bold icy blue. And then a black cherry. Okay, so they are your egg pop pals. Coming across for your oysters. Sorry, just got I had a hair tickling my cheek then. So oyster number 1. Light soft pop there. Oh. Okay, so as I'm taking this apart, the pearl So the flesh hasn't come away properly from the top. There we go. So basically, when it's still attached to the top, this half pulls and this half pulls, and then if the powl's sort of in that section, it sort of pops out as the flesh gets pulled apart. So that's what started happening there. However, let's have a squidge. I'll clean this first half up for you to keep. But let me just squidge in here. And there's no more in that one. So you do have a raspberry. Gorgeous brighter raspberry. There we go. So that shell there will get sent to you, my lovely. Okay, so if I bring this across, I think this one's slightly smaller, possibly slightly lighter than the first raspberry. They are close, but yeah, you can see slightly smaller, slightly lighter. Coming back for your next oyster. Light pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And then in here, okay, there's no more in that one. You have got a dove grey. So dove grey, I'll pop that on the end. Coming back for your next oyster. Light soft pop again there. And there's the mother of pearl. Now in here I can see a couple of peepers. Let me have a squidge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kathy, you are quadding. You have got 4 pearls from that oyster, my lovely. Let me just dry these up for you. Gorgeous quads. So we've got an autumn peach. We have a I think it again is a lighter raspberry, so lighter still than before. You've got a grassy seafoam green, so it's a base seafoam green, it's got like a grassy overtone, and then you've got a silver Cinderella as well. Coming across for your last oyster. Slight double pop there. Oh, okay, so this shell is sort of coming apart slightly, so it's got a little hole there where this bit just came out from, but there's no pearls on that side. I can see, however, so you've got 1, and I can see, I think, at least another 2 there. No, you are, oh, hang on, wait, let me just squidge. Okay, you are quadding for a second time. So 2 sets of quadding oysters there. Again, I'm just going to dry these up. Okay, so this time you've got a bridal white, another dove grey. We've got a midnight blue. Oh, I've just seen that one. I just need to wipe that a bit more. Sorry, it had a bit of shell on it. So midnight blue, and then a Cinderella blue. Slightly. Okay, Kathy, what do you think to all of these? I'm going to go through all of the colours again for you. So if you're happy, these are yours, and I'll need to know which colours you would like where. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for colours of your choice. Okay, so you've got the lighter pickle green, lighter apple green, and then the grassy seafoam green. Pastel yellow, you've got 3 icy blues. The first one is two-tonal. A silver Cinderella blue, a midnight blue, and then a Cinderella blue. You have got 3 raspberries, sort of getting lighter and smaller as we go down. A black cherry, a dove grey, a bridal white, a dove grey, and an autumn peach. What do you think to all of these? And if you're happy, which colours would you like where? Now I'm just wrapping up the shell that you'd like to keep. And then I'll pop your name on here as well. Okay, perfect. So what do you think? You'd like to swap the white and the peach for matching dark blue, as close to Tampa Bay lightning blue as you can get. So Tampa Bay lightning blue. Okay, so I would say that that is either a midnight blue, a bright midnight blue, or a sort of darker TARDIS blue. This is the colour I've got, if that's right. So yeah, I would say, sorry, that's what I've got when I've googled. Let me get the blues and then we can have a look. Oh, so the white and the autumn peach. Oh, I'm thinking it's going to be more of the TARDIS blues, to be honest. Probably around this shade. Hang on. So let me just find 2. Because it's for the earrings. Same size and bits. Okay, so these 2 here, and then I think, according to my image, I think that's close. What do you think, though? I'm just going to move it down again. Love it. Perfect. So we're definitely going to have, so they are sort of a medium TARDIS. They're not too dark, but they're definitely not the light ones. Okay, so TARDIS blue on the lightning bolt. And then with the cage pendant, I don't need to know the colour there because you're going to be able to swap and change the pearls around at home. So it's just going to be for the earrings that you've got from the Jungle Jive, what 2 pearls you'd like to have on those. And then you'd like to swap the pink line for 3 sea green and invoice the simple studs for 2 of those. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think that's just the tiny bit. There you go, I think that's better. So 1, 2, and 3 if you're happy with those. And the first 2 would be on the studs, and then the third one would be the loose pearl, if that's okay. Are they dark enough for you? I might be able to go darker if you would like me to. Sorry, I just saw that you said to have them as dark sea greens. Oh, yep, perfect. Happy with those? Okay. So I'll pick these 2 up as they're definitely for the earrings, and I'll move this one over to here because I do like to sort of put swapped pearls in on the one side if I can, just because then we know that those ones have sort of already like 99% definite. Some people do also swap out swapped pearls because they can change their mind halfway through, which is absolutely fine. But yeah, just pop them to the side. So it would have to be these 2 because this top one is 2-tonal. And you know what? They are extremely close. Let me put them on the light side for you so you can see. One of them is this one's tiny bit larger. But yeah, I would say they're definitely a close match for earrings if you're happy with those. AJ, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there, AJ. I do really appreciate it. Happy with those on the earrings. Okay. And then you would like to have a couple of darker purples, an amber and a blood orange. Do the darker purples need to be matching, or are you happy if they're just sort of darker purples but different shades or sizes? So the ambers I've got now are slightly funky shapes. I hope that's okay. So that one there is just slight squished pebble shape. So it's just not fully round, if that's okay. Then we've got a blood orange. And then I'm just waiting to see about the purples, if you'd like them to be matching or not. Okay, so two possibly darker, different purples then, not the same. Okay, so we could go for a purple frost, and how about one of these sort of Cadbury purples? What do you think to those four there? And if you're happy with those four, I'd need to know which four you'd like to swap out. Two Dove Grey, the bottom blue and the creamy one by itself. So the two Dove Grey, the bottom Cinderella blue and the pastel yellow. So swapping out those four there. Okay. And then if you're happy with all of those so far, I'll then just need to know if there's any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make. The pickle green and the apple green you'd like to gift into Perline. That's very kind of you, and then you're happy with the rest as well. Bless your heart. So happy with these two into Perline, so I'm sure whoever's going to receive that is going to be very, very grateful. And then the remaining pals here you're happy with as your loose pals. So let me just pick these up. Okay. Kathy, I hope you're happy with everything there. Thank you for the donation with your shells. I do appreciate that. I've wrapped up this shell for you. The invoice for the additional studs, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form. And then, yeah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And again, thank you ever so much for the gifted pals into Perline. Okay, perfect. And then up next today I have got Cindy Henry. Cindy, are you here? Kathy, you're very, very welcome. It's a lovely sound, isn't it, Danielle? And Cindy, hello, 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 and bless you. Thank you, my lovely. Cindy, you have got 7 openings altogether today. Which 7 would you like to have? So you can have oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each. If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. Oh wow, Kathy, that is extremely kind of you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there, Kathy. I really, really do appreciate it. All pops, Cindy. Okay, are there certain colours you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's go down. I'm just going to sort of gather them all together. So going to start with Perline, and then I'll go straight into the pops. And then, yeah, are there certain colours that you are hoping for today? So starting with Perline. Look. You have got a Cinderella blue. Sorry, silver Cinderella blue as your gifted pal. Oh. Egg pop number 1. And we have 4 pals in this one. Colour of the night so far, it's a bright, bold, icy blue. We also have a pastel sea foamy green. So it's a sea foam green, but it's sort of even lighter than they sort of normally are. He is also an ever so slightly oval shape, as you can see in that direction there. You've got a 2-tonal raspberry, so lighter and darker shades of raspberry as we look around the pal. And you then have again another funky shape, but he is a silver green, so a dark, gorgeous sort of silvery green. And again, you can definitely see that oval shape there. So a couple of funky pals here today. With your next egg pop, 4 pals in this one. You've got another seafoam green. Now this one is the sort of normal kind of shade it is, so you can definitely see that that first one is sort of lighter in colour. We have a purple frost, a blush pink, and a mustard yellow. Now this looks kind of almost like a peachy colour, but I don't know if on the light side it might show. He's definitely like a mustardy yellow colour. Okay, so yeah, he looks almost peach, but he's definitely yellow. Your next egg pop. And 3 pals in this one. We have an icy blue, which is definitely lighter than the last one. And he's a slight, ever so slight oval shape. You have another seafoam green and a Cadbury purple. I think it's actually, it's grape and Cadbury. So it's Cadbury purple here, and then it's 2-tonal with the grape purple. So 2-tonal purple there. Your next pop. And you have 2 pals in this one. A bridal white and a midnight blue. Now he definitely has blue to him. Don't get me wrong, he is a darker midnight blue, but he's definitely got that blue shade to him there. Your next egg pop, Cindy. 3 pals in this one. And we have another icy blue. Again, he is a lighter icy blue. You have got an orchid. Now this orchid is an oval shape. So very similar to the blush. However, with the orchid, it does have that purpley kind of overtone to him, which is why I do pop them in the purple line. You then have got a silver chocolate, so chocolate base with a silvery overtone. I'm just going to move some of these empty shells out the way. Okay, then we've still got 2 more pops to go. So your next one, and you have 3 pals in here. We've got another yellow. So this one again is a more mustard yellow again. So you can see very similar in shades there. You've got a darker purple frost and a darker gunmetal grey. Coming back with your last egg pop. And 3 pals in this one. You have got, oh, now this one is definitely two-tonal, so hang on, let me reposition. There we go. So he is a squished pebble shape, and he's a two-tonal, so he's got lighter and darker, like a bright candy floss pink here, but like I said, he's a definite squished pebble shape. So he's going to look slightly different as the pal goes around. Okay, you have a Cinderella blue. I am just going to pop it next to this one just so we can definitely see all the colours in one line. You also then have a two-tonal pinkle purple. So this has got lighter and darker purpley shades, and it's also got that slight sort of pinky purple tone mixed around there as well. Cindy, what do you think to all of these? Now for your jewellery, I will need to know, of course, which colours you'd like on there, and then what order you'd like to have the pearls in as well. And then, as always, if there's any swaps or changes that you would like to do, I can do that for you. So let me go through all of the colours again for you, and then we can go from there. So you've got the Cinderella blue, silver Cinderella blue, bright bold icy blue, lighter icy blue, midnight blue, and a lighter icy blue. Seafoam green, dark silver green, and then 2 more seafoam greens. You've got a bright two-tonal raspberry, a blush pink, and then a two-tonal sort of brighter candy floss pink. Purple frost, two-tonal Cadbury and grape purple, a lighter orchid, a darker purple frost, and a two-tonal pinkle purple. You've got 2 mustard yellows, a bridal white and a gunmetal grey, and then a silver chocolate as well. What do you think, and what would you like to do? Bright sunshine yellows for the earrings. Okay. Oh, do you want to see? So I've got it slightly off to the side. Let me move you across. So with my sunshine yellows, I straight away have some smaller ones. I will look to see if there's, what earrings are they? Oh, actually it doesn't matter for the earrings, it doesn't matter on the size. Obviously, personal preference can come into it. That's sunshine. I mean, that's slightly more brighter lemons. But it's worth it. And then there's so many yellows. I think yellow is such an underrated colour. I just don't think it's I think that's more yolk yellow. And they're a slightly different size. Okay, I've got a couple of different options for you. So I'm just going to move this all the way across. Actually, let's do it on the light side for a moment. So set 1, set 2. I know those ones are slightly more yolk, aren't they? Set 3, set 4, and we have set 5. What do you think to any of those? I can move them on the dark side as well if you would prefer to see them there. Are any of those what you're looking for? Not at the moment, Julie, with the 25 pearl oysters. They will be, so I can now say they will be here in the future. I just don't have them at the moment. You'd like to have the second set of yellows. Okay, so they are a slight more yolk yellow, those ones, but they're gorgeous, which is why I've obviously given you that option, just so you can see the difference there as well. So I'm just going to move them on the dark side so you can see. So those two for the earrings, and then for the pendant you'd like to have 2 black, 3 whites for those as well. Okay, let me just write down yellow. So I would need to know which 2 we're going to be swapping out for the yellow, and then which 5 we're going to be swapping out for the pendants. So while I just get the blacks, I'm going to leave you on the pearls here so you can let me know which colours we're swapping out, my lovely. Now I'm going to try and get all of the same size for you across the whites and the blacks. Because I think that will look quite aesthetically pleasing. White, over here. Jackie, bless you. Thank you for the stars there. Very kind of you. So swap out the 2 mustard yellows for those 2. Okay, and then I'd need to know which 5 we're swapping out for the others. Now I do have them here. Again, I'm going to put them on the lighter side first, and that's more because of the size of the pearls. You're going to be able... Oh, I've got 3 whites out. How many did you say? I've got 3 and 3 at the moment. Let me just double check which way round it was. 2 black. Okay, that's fine. I can just pop one back. So yeah, with the lighter pearls, they are going to look... I'm going to do it long ways just so you can see them all in one shot. Yeah, they are going to look slightly bigger on the dark side just because they are... So the dark ones look bigger here, but then if I move it over, the white ones will look bigger here, and it's just because of the different backing. Can you see what I mean? But they are the same. So again, those 5 there, I'm assuming that's the order you'd... Come back please, there we go. I'm assuming that's the order you'd like to have them in. And if so, I'd need to know which 5 you'd like to swap out for those. So if I move this blue down to the bottom, I should be able to fit... There you go, I can just fit everything in for you to see. Obviously, if that's not the correct order, please let me know, because I'm very happy to swap them around. Thank you, Bab. How are you feeling? Sure? Alright. Aaron, bless him, he's full of cold, but because of his asthma and his allergies, when he gets a cold, it like hits him like 50 times worse than it would me. So yeah, he's a little bit under the weather at the moment, bless him. So let's all fingers crossed it moves on quickly for him so it doesn't linger. The blacks on each end, of course you can. So I'm just going to move it over so you can see like that. But yeah, he's okay. He's a stubborn one. Like, he doesn't like anything to bring him down. Like, even if he chopped a finger off, he'd be like, yeah, it's fine. It'll come back on. It'll grow back. It's fine. Like, he's really stubborn with his health, even when he literally, like, throat's closing up and he can't breathe and he kind of needs, like, an EpiPen. He'll be like, no, I'm fine. It's okay. So I have to really keep an eye on him because he's like the best in the world at looking after me and the kids, but when it comes to himself, he'll sort of put himself at the bottom of the list. Oh, bless him. Thank you, Mary. What do you think to that, Cindy? Do you prefer the look with the blacks on either end? You like the other way better. Okay, so we're going to go white, black, white, black, white, like so. Okay, so I'm just going to move back again then. Which 5 are we swapping out for those? Oh, bless you guys. Thank you. I'll pass on the well wishes. Swap out 4 greens and the chocolate. Perfect. Oh, I just knocked that one. I haven't taken it. I just knocked it by accident. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these 5 I'm taking away. Okay. And then I'm going to pick up these ones now as they have been chosen for the pendant. Oh, we've gone rollabout. Okay, so then remaining pals then are going to be your loose pals. All the jewellery has been chosen for. So I'll need to know if you're happy with all of these or if there's any other swaps or changes that you would like to make. Yes, Donna, so that is that one. It's the oval shaped one. I did, Joe. I went to the shop today and I picked him up some cold and flu tablets and some Vicks. Bless him. I don't think he's used it yet, but I think if I go to sort of say let's pop it on, he'll sort of no, I'm fine. Whereas if I sneakily like leave it next to his bedside table, he's more inclined to then put it on. Oh gosh. So, Cindy, remaining pals here, are you happy with these or are there any other swaps or changes that you would like to make? Oh, you'd like to have 2 grass green, 2 peach. Not sure on the shade of the peach. Okay, would you like them to be matching or are you happy if they're slightly different to each other? I'm going to go for matching straight away just because then we can sort of match it from the start, whereas if not, oh, there we go. So 2 grass green. Let's move it over and pop them on this side. 2 grass green and 2 peach. What do you think to those there? And then if you're happy with those, I'd need to know which 4 you'd like to swap out. swap out the pinks. What would be a champagne colour? Pastel or rose gold? Champagne would probably be like a creamy white colour. I mean, I do have pastel golds. I can grab you pastel golds if you'd like. So swapping out the 4 pinks for those 4. I believe I've understood that correctly. Let me grab pastel gold. Oh. Oh no, these are like a yellow gold. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, I'm going to show you yellow gold and pastel gold. Are you looking for, is it 2 again or is it just 1? I'm just finding 2 matching just in case it is 2. As always, I'd hate to show you a pearl and then not be able to fulfill that. And then this kind of creamy colour. Do I have another one to match that? Let me show you these 2. So I'm going to show you again on the light side first. So that is the yellow gold. That's the pastel gold. Just looking. No, that's going to be too dark. I suppose you've got like a creamy, like a creamy like yellow as well. So, oh, that top one is like an off cream, like whitey cream. It's got like a yellow sort of overtone to him. And then if I should put them on the dark side as well. What do you think to any of those? So you've got the creamy yellows at the top, you've got the golden yellows in the middle, and you've got the pastel gold at the bottom. The pastel gold, so the bottom pair. Okay, let me just pick these other ones up. So I'd need to know which 2 you'd like to swap out for those as well. So again, let me just bring those over here. I'll put them under that. There you, oh, sorry, not quite enough. There we go. So yeah, which 2 are we swapping out for those? The white and the one below it. Perfect. Okay, are there any other swaps that you would like to do? Diane, bless you. Thank you ever so much for the stars there. It's very, very kind of you. You'd also like to have 2 matching magenta. Okay, which 2 are we swapping out for the magentas? I don't know if I said, but Diane, thank you for the stars. And Donna, bless your heart, thank you for the stars as well. So 2 matching magenta. Oh, those 2 there. Sorry. 1 and 2. Anna, thank you for the stars. I do appreciate it. Thank you, my lovely. The 3rd and 4th blue. 1, 2, 1, 3 and 4. So these 2 blues here you'd like to swap out. And Anna, I think I did say, but Anna, thank you for the stars. And Diliana, bless your heart. Thank you for the stars as well. I really, really do appreciate it. Tammy, thank you for the stars as well. 2 matching Simba Peach, of course. Oh wow, you guys are being so very generous. Gemma, thank you for the stars, my lovely. That is not Simba Peach, so I opened the yellow box then, but nope, we need the orangey tones. And Simba Peach is this one. So 1, oh, that was close. I'm just trying to find two. Actually, I do have a full pot here, but they all seem to be. Peaches are very hard because there's like slightest minute shade difference. Right, I've got so many out here. There's got to be a match. Are those two? No, they're slightly different sizes. Okay, so I've got those two there, and then if you're happy with those, again, I'd need to know which two you'd like to swap out for those. Oh wow, Tammy, thank you for the stars. And bless your heart, Diane, Alison as well, Barb, and Christine. Again, that is so very nice, guys. I really do appreciate it. Martha, thank you for the stars as well there. Swap out the other two peaches. Oh, okay, so you don't want to have these two. Okay. Oh, Donna, bless you. Thank you for the stars as well. I'm in shock, as in there's so many. Thank you again, Leslie, thank you for the stars. Cindy, are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? Mary, bless you, thank you as well there. Again, I really do appreciate it. Cindy, thank you for the stars as well. you'd like to get 1 bright amber, 1 grass green and 1 mystic purple. Again, my ambers, they are slightly funky shapes at the moment, so I hope that's okay. So 1 amber, a mystic purple. Zoe, bless you, thank you as well for the stars there. I do really appreciate it. And then a grass green. Which 3, Cindy, would you like to swap out for these ones? Swap out 3 from the purple line. So 1, 2, 3. So bottom 3 across there to swap out, is that right? Oh, top 3. So is it those 3 keeping that one? Sorry, I didn't see the top comment then. Zoe, which one is it? Number 1 or 3? Yep, that's correct now. Perfect. And then are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to do? What I can do is I will move them over to this side. Just again, those ones have all been done. Number 1. A darker Cinderella instead of the bottom Cinderella. Yeah, let me see what I can do. How about that one? And then remaining pearls here, Cindy, what do you think to these? So the third blue, so this one here you'd like to pop into Perline, which is very, very kind of you there. And then if I move these two over here, okay, so these 8 you'd like to be invoiced for pin caps, and then all of these are your loose pearls. Is that all correct? Mystic Purple Joe. Perfect, so let me just pick these ones up as they are your loose pearls, and then these ones you'd like to have pin caps on. Okay, so if I bring you back up to me, Cindy, I hope you're happy with everything there. Again, thank you for the gift of pearl into Perline. I'm sure whoever's going to receive that will be very, very grateful. Invoice for the pin caps, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form. And then I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's up there for you. Perfect. Okay, then up next today I have got Christine Sanek. Christine, are you here? We are fully booked for tonight, yes. Christine, hello, hello, hello. Christine, you have got, let's start with your jungle jives, then we'll do all of your openings together at the end. So jungle jive number 1 is this one. So let's go down. Good luck, Christine. Earrings, pendant, and charm. Okay, so with your charm, the charm comes with 1 opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. He is a laser cut design charm, so it is a wolf and half is a normal wolf design, and the other half is like a glass window design. So a half and half wolf face. So this one comes with 1 opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Again, he's very reflective. Sorry, with these ones I am trying to sort of hold them where You're sort of going to be able to see the design and not just reflect everything. But if you choose to have the pearl on here, he does reflect that pearl beautifully as well. Martha, thank you ever so much for the stars. Oh my wow. That is very, very kind of you there, my lovely. Thank you ever so much. With your pendant. Now this pendant is 95 silver. It does have a sort of matte silver effect to him. So this one comes with one opening and the pearl needs to go on the jewellery. This is a hand. Now the collar of the hand is encrusted with crystals, and then this hand will then be holding your pearl. So as you can see, it's going to be sort of pointing downwards, and then the finger and thumbs, and then the pearl sits in the middle there. So it comes with one opening and the pearl needs to go on the jewellery. And then with your earrings, they are the snapback earrings. These ones are on the website. They come with two openings and two pearls need to go on the jewellery. So this is the side view here. So you can see, let me turn that off. So the, snap back into here. The front design, you've got the links coming down. Now the links do have a little bit of crystal on there to give it a little bit of sparkle, and then the pearls do sit at the end, at the bottom there, and they will have a little bit of wiggle room to them as well. What do you think here, Christine, for your first one? Would you like to have the charm, the pendant, or the earrings? You'd like to have the pendant. Okay. So that's your first one. Coming back for your second jungle jive. And that's this one here. So again, let's go down. That's the pendant, the earrings, and the charm. Okay, so the charm is on the website. Here's our padlock charm. So this one, again, it comes with one opening, and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one is the same on both sides, and he is literally a padlock. So yeah, you can choose to have the pearl on or off. Padlock charm. With your pendant, this pendant is new, it's not on the website yet. It comes with one opening, one pearl needs to go on the jewellery. I would say that this one does suit to have larger pearls on, and I'll show you why. Now smaller pearls can definitely fit, but it's just because of where the space is, so where the pearl sits at the back there with the cup size. If you want to fill that, I would say a larger pearl. If you're happy to have sort of this slight edge of the cup on show, then definitely a smaller pearl will fit as well. Okay, so you've got this crystal encrusted butterfly landing at the top here. So it's almost like a very flowy flower with the butterfly landing, and then your pearl would be in the centre. And then of course you've got that crystal sparkle there as well. So that is your pendant. That one will be on the website in the future. And then with your earrings, these are stud back earrings. They come with two openings. Two pearls need to go on the jewellery. Sorry, they don't have the backs on them at the moment. Okay, so these have a wave to them. So they are an oval, but they've got this wave. So you can see this one here, it's sitting flat, but also it has that wave in there. And then the pearls sit and dangle from the bottom of the earrings. So again, side view. So they do look like they are oval. Side view, they've got that wave, and then the pearls dangle from the bottom. So it comes with two openings, and two pearls need to go onto the jewellery. Christine, for your second choice, which one would you like? Charm comes with one opening and you can have the pearl on or off. Pendant comes with one opening and the pearl definitely needs to go on. Earrings come with two openings and the pearls need to go on. You'd like to have the pendant. Okay. And then we've got one more jungle jive to go and then I'll work out your openings. So coming back up again. Oh, let me just put them all in there. And this one. Let's go down. Oh, okay, so that's the pendant, that's the earrings, and that's the charm. Oh, no way. Okay, so this is the key charm. So you could have, on the website, obviously, we've got the padlock, and now this is the key. So you could have them both, and like one person could have the padlock, one person could have the key. If you do like best friend charms, I love it. So anyway, this is the key charm. So again, this one comes with one opening. You can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Excuse me. Now, your pendant here is in two parts. So, again, it comes with one opening and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Now, this could either be seen as an octopus or a jellyfish, just depending on how you'd like to look at him. So this is the top bit here. So the pearl sits on the bail here. Now the pearl will be fully drilled through because this will sit like so. So the pearl will be in the middle. And then this bottom section has got these sort of glorious tentacles coming off and waving around. Now again, this one does suit, because of this cup size here, it would say it suits sort of medium plus pearls. So medium and larger pearls would be suited. Again, smaller pearls can fit, but you would have a part of that cup on show. Okay, so it would be like so. That's your pendant. Again, that is new. It will be going on the website in the future. And then your earrings are hook back earrings. Again, these ones are new. These ones are not on the website yet. They will be on the website in the future. Oh, we've got ourselves into a little bit of a tangle. What did we do? There we go. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a geometric shape situation going on here. So they are hook back earrings. And like, let me just show you from the start. So straight away, if I just break it down into sections, so this very back section, you've got a long chain drop and then a solid bar drop at the bottom. You then have this rectangle here, and the pearl sits, as you can see, sort of halfway down that rectangle, and again is an individual moving part. So all the pieces of this earring are individually moving. Okay, so they all sort of have their own wiggle movement to them. So these earrings again come with two openings, and the pearls need to go on the jewellery. Now I'm not going to fit those on. I'm sort of going to have to go sideways. Okay, so for this one then, Christine, which one would you like to have? The charm comes with one opening, pearl on or off. The pendant comes with one opening, pearl needs to be on. And the earrings come with two openings, pearls need to be on. the key, so you'd like to have the key charm, okay. What fitting would you like to have with the key? So you can have hoop fitting, small lobster fitting, normal lobster fitting. You can have a jump ring on there as well. Which fitting would you like? So then with that one again, you can have the pearl on or off. But yeah, which fitting would you like? So I'm just going to write these down and then we'll go through. So we've got the hand pendant, which definitely needs the pearl on. I'm going to call it the flower pendant for now, which has got the butterfly on it, so that definitely needs the pearl on. And then the key charm is pearl on or off with a small lobster fitting. Perfect. So that's 3, I think that's 4. Let me just double check up here. Yes, 4 openings altogether then, Christine. I'll need to know which 4 you would like to have, oysters, egg pops or a mix of each. If it's a mix of each, how many of each would you like? Egg pops, okie dokie. Are there certain colours you're hoping for? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So let's go down, and of course we're going to start with Perline for you, then I'll go straight into the pops. Okay, so good luck. Bloop. You have a pastel yellow. So he is very, very sort of gorgeously light, creamy yellow there, and that is the gifted pearl. Oh, you're hoping for purples. Okay, good luck. So coming across, egg pop number 1. You have 3 pearls in your first one, and you're starting off with a 2-tonal pinkle purple. We also have a midnight blurple, so midnight blue and purple mix. And it's a pickle, a lighter pickle green. Now I am just going to move the camera a second, sorry. It was very wonky my end. There we go, that's better. Again, the colours go beautifully together. Your next egg pop, and 2 pearls in this one. So of course, colour of the night is a bright, bold, icy blue, and a creamy autumn peach. Now again, let me just show you on the light side. He is autumn peach. He's going to look similar to that yellow on the dark, but there's that yellow, so they are definitely different. It's just on the darker, because they're such a light colour, they can sometimes sort of come across the same. I don't know if you're seeing that, but yeah, definitely different colours. Your next egg pop, and 3 pearls in this one. We have a darker TARDIS blue, a pea green. Now the pea green is ever so slightly oval, and a Pepsi green. Then your last egg pop, and you have 4 pearls in this one. A Cadbury purple, a blood orange, a seafoam green, and it's one of those gorgeous, so this is a multi-tonal chocolate green and silver. So it's like a dark silver base. You can definitely see flashes of chocolate and flashes of green to him. So I did have a couple of these just as my loose pearls. They are all in my egg pops. So I don't have these available to swap loosely at the moment, because I did sort of add them all into egg pops. But yeah, multi-tonal silver, chocolate and green pearl. Almost looks like a hint of purple there like that, doesn't it, as well? Okay, so Christine, if I go through the colours again for you, then my lovely, I'll need to know which colours you would like to have where. Do keep in mind, for the flower pendant, sort of larger pearls are more suited to it, but you can fit the smaller pearls on. It's just about how you prefer it to look. So you've got a pastel yellow, two-tonal pink or purple, midnight blurple and a Cadbury purple, a lighter pickle green, a pea green, a Pepsi green and a seafoam green, bright bold icy blue, a darker TARDIS blue, a creamy autumn peach, a blood orange, and then that multi-tonal silver, chocolate and green. What do you think? What would you like to do? Is the first purple large enough for the pendant? Yes. I would say it would. So again, I can't really pop the purple. I can't really hold it here because the pin's in the way. So that's gonna. Do you know what I mean? There's. If I show you sideways, I can't really get closer than that. So it's gonna look like it's closer, bigger, if that makes sense. But if I pop it like so, I would say, yep, that's quite a nice match size-wise there, if you're happy with that one. Yes, happy with that. Perfect. And then let me move back over here for you. So we're going to have the pinkle purple on that one. No, I'd say the pea green would work on the hand pendant. Yeah, that would be fine. Changed your mind? Okay. the last pearl on it as it's unique. So this multi-tonal pearl on the hand pendant. Okay. Multi-tone silver chocolate green. Okay. And then we've got 2 more items to choose for. So you've got the key charm, of course, if you would like to have a pearl on there. And then of the item of jewellery that you ordered as well. Fingers crossed for you, Paula. Okay, so I'm just going to refresh my comments here because it's not coming through at the moment. So Christine, just looking to see. Oh, okay, so I've just refreshed my comments and they've all sort of come through. So bear with me, let me just go back up. It didn't load then. Oh gosh, that's quite a way up. Shirley, thank you for the stars. Blood orange is on the key. Perfect. Sorry, literally my comments didn't load then, so I'm just catching up with you, Christine. So blood orange on there. Excuse me, let me go down. And then top line, I want to swap the first and last pearls for a dark Simba peach and a dark amber. So the top line, you'd like to swap the first and the last one. So this one and this one, I believe, if that's right. Now, at the moment, my ambers, they are slightly funky shapes, so I hope that's okay. So that one there, he's just slightly oval shaped. And then a Simba peach as well. I'm just going to keep refreshing my comments now. Yeah, so swapping out those two. Okay, so what do you think to those colours that I've added in there? amber on the hatchling. Perfect. Okay, so Christine, remaining pals then are going to be your loose pals. Are you happy with all of these, or are there any other swaps or changes that you would like to make? What is going on with my comments? Swap the sea foam for another amber. Okay, again, that one's a slightly squished pebble shape. I hope that's okay. And then the rest you're happy with as your loose pearls. Perfect. Pick all of these up for you. Christine, my lovely, I'm glad you're happy with everything there. And of course, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And then that's safe up there for you. Okie dokie. And then up next today, I have got Zoe Beach. Zoe, are you here? Zoe Beach, are you here? Zoe, hello. Sorry, my comment, let me see if I can do a pop out because my comments are not working. Like reloading on their own, and that's gonna be bothersome. So let me just see if I can get this working this way. Hopefully. Okay, so Zoe, my lovely, you have got 3 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, how many of each would you like? Carol, I haven't, unless you've got a reply, I won't have got it yet. But if you've sent an email, then that's perfect and I will get back to you. Or, of course, I'll move the date and then you'll get another booking in email just to confirm that the date's been moved as well. So it's not a problem. So with emails, if you haven't got a response, then I wouldn't know off the top of my head if I've got it or not. So if you've emailed, that's perfect. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Obviously with this week, with my internet being down, I haven't been able to do emails efficiently or anything to do with any orders or anything like that. So if you have emailed, please bear with me. I will get back to you as fast as I can. Zoe, you'd like to have all 3 oysters and you'd like to keep one shell, donate the other shells. Okay, Zoe, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2 and 3. And then we will start with Pearline for you. So good luck. Okay, so your first and gifted pearl is more of a golden yellow. Golden yellow. So shells wise, I think this one's the prettiest. If this one doesn't break, we'll keep this one for you. If it does, we'll just keep the next prettiest along. Okay, so your first oyster. We've got a light pop there. There's mother of pearls. There's no pearls on that side. And then if we have a squidge in here, okay, there's no more in that one. You're hoping for naturally light pinkish pearls. Oh. Well, your first one is a, hang on, I thought it was a certain colour when it came out, and now now I'm questioning myself. So let me just clean this up and then I'll dry the pearl and then I can have a look. He is. He's a darker rose gold there. So you've got the yellow gold and then a rose gold to start with. That's just a piece of the shell there. Moving on to your next oyster. Slight double pop. And there's your mother of pearl. Okay, there's no more in that one. And you have got he does have a little inclusion on him. He is, so just there's little inclusion. He's like I think more of a purple rain shade there. So more either a lighter sort of purple frost or yeah, like a purple rain. With your last oyster here, Zoe, light pop there. There's a little bit of flesh there, but there's no pearls on that side. And then in here, that dark bit there is just the oyster tail, okay, so that's not a pearl. However, you are twinning with Seafoam Green Twins. Okay, so if I bring you across, what do you think to all of these? If you're happy, then I'll need to know which ones you'd like to have on your jewellery, my lovely. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for colours of your choice. So again, if I go through the colours for you, you've got that golden yellow, a rose gold and a purple rain. We've then got twinning Seafoam Green Twins. Now I'm just going to wrap up the shells here that we did keep for you. And then Zoe, what do you think? What would you like to do? Oh, so they are quite different, so I'm just bringing the one in from earlier. So size-wise and colour-wise there. Let me see what I can do. So more naturally lighter pink pearls. swap your purple for this purple. Okay, so I'll take this one away, and then sorry, I didn't see the microphone went then. So I'll say that again because I didn't sure when the microphone went. So yeah, the pinks that you see there, that's the more naturally colour I've got. It is like a pinky rose gold. So I may have others like that, but it is going to be all of those sorts of shades. Or you are looking for more sort of dyed colours, but you can still go quite soft with the pink. Again, I'm just looking for matching set for you so you can sort of see. So they're like a white, but they do have a creamy pink overtone. I'll hold it closer in the... Oh, I can't. There we go. See on the dark side? Oh yeah, of course you can. I'll move both of them across so I'm not sure. So that's the top set. That's the bottom set. I'll pause there then. What do you think to those? The top set, okay, and then you'd like to have those on the earrings. Okie dokie. Which two would you like to swap out for those? So the first yellow gold and the first sea foam. So swap out this one and this one. Okay, so these two on the jewellery, swapping out those bottom two, and then that leaves the remaining 3 pearls as your loose pearls. What do you think to these, Zoe, my lovely? If you're happy, they are yours. And of course, if there's any other swaps or changes, I can do that for you as well. Yes, perfect. Well, Zoe, I'm glad you're happy. Just pick these up, and if I bring you back up to me as well. Okay, well, I have wrapped up these shells, so they'll get added with your order. Thank you for the donations with the others there. And then Zoe, of course, I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Perfect. Then up next today, I have Michelle Smith. Michelle, are you here? Michelle Smith, are you here? Michelle, hello, hello, hello. Sorry, camera's done a spin. Michelle, you have got 3 openings altogether. Which 3 would you like to have? Oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, how many of each would you like? Sorry, camera's done a... There we go. Okay, so which ones would you like? Lots of luck for being sent across. Oh, let me mark that you're here as well. Green. You'd like to have egg pops? Okay, then Michelle, are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So if we go down, and of course we're going to start with Pearline for you, and then we'll go straight on to your egg pops. So good luck. Okay, so you have got It's a Pickle. A pickle green to start with as the gifted pal. Egg pop number 1. 4 pals in this one. You've got a slightly oval, excuse me, and a slightly two-tonal Cinderella blue. You also have a two-tonal Candy Floss pink. We then have a greeny blue peacock, really gorgeously bright greeny blue peacock there, and a darker silver bells, oh no, darker gunmetal grey, sorry. You've got earrings as well. Yep, so altogether with the earrings and the pendant, it's 3 openings, which is the 3 egg pops. So obviously this is the one we just opened, and then the other 2 as well. I hope that's correct. Unless you mean there's another order, in which case that's not a problem. I can have a look and add it on for you if you know the order number. Egg pop number 2. And 3 pals in this one. You have got a mystic purple, so slightly darker mystic purple there. We have a bridal white and a brighter lemon yellow. Then with your last egg pop, and you have 2 pals in this one, a sea foam green and a two-tonal pinkle purple. Now he does have a couple of darker spots on him as well with the pinkle purple. Yep, so I've got the crystal pals on the order form. I've got them that you'd like to have the crystal pearls with a pin cap. If you prefer to have the crystal pearls on jewellery, then that's absolutely fine. Just let me know and I can move that across onto there. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so let me go through these again for you then. So you've got a pickle green and a seafoam green, a two-tonal Cinderella blue and a two-tonal Candy Floss pink, a greeny blue peacock, a darker gunmetal grey and the bridal white, mystic purple and a two-tonal pinkle purple, and then a brighter lemon yellow. What do you think, Michelle? What would you like to do? Pin caps on the crystals? Yep, that's perfect. So I don't have them now, but they're definitely on the order form, so they will be added in, of course. Two of the blood oranges. Okay, let me see. Trade the yellow and the pink. Okay. 2 dark blue. Excuse me. Golly gosh, my voice is going in and out. So 2 dark blue, switch white and pink. So do you mean this one and this one? Yeah, okay. I hope I'm not as well, Joe. Honestly, I've had such... I just feel like I need a break. Not just like a break in bad luck. Oh gosh, it'll be fine. Like I said earlier, normally, touch all the wood, Aaron does get hit a lot worse because of his allergies and his asthma. So even if I did, I'm hoping it would just be a normal thing for me and not just what he's got, bless him. But positive thinking, it'll be okay. Greeny blue peacocks. So the peacock that you've got there is quite bright. I do have some, yes, but I don't think I've got any as bright as that left. How many are you thinking? Two altogether. So like I said, I don't know if I'll be able, I'll be able to match the size of your one, but yeah, your one is beautifully bright. I just don't think I've got, I'm having a look. Might be a bit too big, a bit too small. Okay, so if I show you, that's your one, and then that's the one I've added in. So it still has the same flashes, just not as bright as your one. If you're happy with that match there, I'd need to know which one you'd like to swap out. Yes, happy with that one? Okay, so which one would you like to swap out? The second green one, so this one here. Okay. The two on the right you'd like to gift into Perline. So these two here you'd like to pop into Perline, Michelle. That's very, very kind of you. Bless your heart. I'll pop those in there now. So then which colours would you like to have on the jewellery? You'd like to have the blood oranges on the earrings, and which pearl on the pendant? And then everything else on pin caps after that. Not a problem. But yeah, which one would you like to have on the pendant? So invoice for pin caps, and it would be with 5 pearls. The pickle green. Okay, so then those 5 there are going to be on your pin caps. Perfect. Oh, I just need to grab some staples. There they are. Michelle, my lovely, I hope you're happy with everything there. Let me bring you to me. Thank you for the gifted pearls into Perline. That was very, very kind of you. Invoice for your additional extras, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form. And then I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, and then up next today I have Diane Ingle. Diane, are you here? Yes, Michelle. I'll make a post-it note and pop that on there. On the pin caps as well. Okay, so I've added a post-it on just as a reminder. I do remember you emailing about that. Obviously we've spoken, but I've made a post-it note just as a, so it can be all done together with that one. Okay. And Diane, hello, hello, hello. Diane, you have got 3 openings altogether. Would you like to have oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each? If it's a mix of each, I'll need to know how many of each you would like. One egg pop, 2 oysters. With the oyster shells, would you like to keep or would you like to donate those? And colour-wise, are there certain colours, Diane, that you're hoping for? Let's go down. So as always, we'll start with Perline for you with the gifted pearl, and then we'll go straight on to the egg pop and then the oysters afterwards. Good luck. Bloop. Your gifted pearl is a Cinderella blue. Donate the shells, bless you, thank you. With your egg pop, you have 3 pearls in this one. You've got a slightly funky apple green, so he's just a slight funky shape there. You've got a gunmetal grey and a brighter pink. Coming across for oyster number 1. Deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh. That dark bit there is just the oyster tail. But Diane, you are quadding. You have 4 pearls in that oyster. Okay, so in here you've got a silver Cinderella. You've got a light creamy autumn peach. You have a lighter raspberry and a darker silver purple. And then coming across for your second oyster. Sharp pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And you have triples. Three pearls in that one. So in here you have a pixie dust. You've also got another raspberry and a Cinderella blue. Actually, I take that back, he is a periwinkle. What do you think to all of these here, Diane? If you're happy, I'll need to know which 2 you would like to have on the jewellery. And if you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So you've got a Cinderella blue and then a silver Cinderella blue, an apple green, a darker gunmetal grey, a bright pink and 2 raspberry pinks, creamy autumn peach, a dark silver purple, a periwinkle and a pixie dust. Rose golds. So I've only got kind of larger rose golds, and they are slightly funky shapes, if that's okay. So I'll find two similar for you. Yeah, they are kind of larger and just slightly funky. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but I do just want to let you know before I grab them. So that's the closest pair I have, but they are slightly different. So this one is oval and one is slightly darker than the other as well. You can see slight size difference there. What do you think to those? Two creams or whites. Okay. Don't like the rose golds. Okay, so if you're happy with the whites there, I'll need to know which two you'd like to swap out for those. Top row, third and sixth swap. So third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So swapping out these two for the whites. Okay. And then are there any other swaps or changes that you would like to make? So that I don't have any pixie dusts available, I'm afraid, at the moment. And I do have a waiting list for pixie dusts as well. Sorry, it's just a very popular colour. I don't have any in my swaps. 2 light pinks. Yes. Do you think to those two? Now those 2 pinks, they are, sorry, I'm knocking everything over. They are both of them are slightly oval, but they're sort of matching slightly oval. But of course, if you're not happy with that, let me know. If you're happy with those, I'll need to know which 2 you'd like to swap out for those, Diane. Swap the second row, the first pearl and the last pearl. So first pearl and last pearl. So those 2 there you'd like to swap out. Okay. And then are there any other swaps or changes that you'd like to make? I'm going to refresh my comments again. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. So pinks, and then can you get another green and swap out the 4th row pearl? So this one for, is it a matching green? Is it matching green, or are you happy with Yeah. I don't think I've got one which matches that shade, my lovely. I've got very similar, like very, very, very similar, but not an exact. Like those two are similar, but it's just that's not an exact match. Again, it's a different. Would you be happy with 2 greens that I would add in? So for example, let me find 2 the same for you. So I could do those 2, if you're happy with those. If so, I'd need to know which ones you'd like to swap out for those. So obviously this one, and then is it your green that you'd like to swap out for it, or which other one? And then your green as well. Okay. Perfect. What do you think to all of these, Diane? Yeah, okay, so I'll just, if there's no other swaps or changes, I'll need to know which ones you'd like to have on your jewellery. So I do need 2 for the jewellery. Whites on the earrings, okay, and then just to confirm, all of the remaining pearls you're happy as your loose pearls. Is that correct? You'd like to have lobster fittings on the remaining pearls. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect, Diane. I have that down for you. I'm going to pick all of these up. There we go. And if I bring you back up to me, I hope you're happy with everything there. Excuse me. The invoice for your lobster fittings, that will get sent across to the email address for you on the order form. Thank you ever so much for the donation with your shells as well. And then I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. You're very, very welcome. Okay, then up next today I have Alyssa Cassius. Alyssa, are you here? Is it for the acorn dip? If so, yep, that has been added on. That's not a problem. If it's for something else, please let me know. Okay, so if I have, yes, perfect. So we're going to do the jungle jive first, then the openings, then we'll do the acorn dip at the end. So starting with your jungle jive, let's go down. Earrings, pendant and charm. Okay, so starting with your charm comes with one opening and you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. This one is a 3D charm. He is a cobra. So he is on the website, so different angle, different view. So a cobra charm where you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. With your pendant, it comes with one opening and the pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. And this is a shell type pendant. So if I show you the back of the pendant first, that's the back of the pendant, so it does sort of coil up into a shell. On the front, you can sort of see the outlines of the shell. Now the main outline is encrusted with crystals and then it sort of dips in, so you can sort of concaves in, and then the pearl sits in the centre there. So it is a double-sided pendant, but the pearl sits in the middle of this side. Okay, so it comes with one opening and the pearl needs to go on the jewellery. And then with your earrings, the earrings come with two openings and the pearls, you can choose whether you'd like to have the pearls on the earrings or not. These are the Afterlife earrings with the dark purple. So that's a dark purple in the heart at the bottom here. So basically they're hookback earrings. You've got skeleton hands holding the hearts and three little roses sitting on top of the heart. And then, like I said, it's like a glass heart, dark, deep purple there. And if you choose to have the pearls on them, they do sort of sit slightly in the centre there of the earrings. Or you can have them as they are and no pearls on them. Alyssa, which one would you like to have? Charm comes with one opening, one pearl needs to go onto the jewellery. pendant, no, sorry, with the charm, you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Pendant, the pearl needs to go on the jewellery. And the earrings, you can have the pearls on or off. You'd like to have the pendant. Okay, so openings wise then, that means you've got 2 openings altogether. Which 2 would you like to have? Oysters, egg pops, or a mix of each, like one of each? What would you like? Oysters, donate the shells, thank you ever so much. Are there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1 and 2, and then let's go down. Starting with Pearline for you, my lovely. Bloop. Okay, so you have got a raspberry, sort of a middle shade raspberry, and that is your gifted pearl there. Oyster number 1. We've got a light pop there. And there's your mother of pearl. Your first oyster, Alyssa, we are twinning with orchid twins. So orchid are a base pink, and they've got an ever so slight purpley overtone. I don't know if you can see, maybe on the white you'll be able to see a difference, but they are orchids. That's the twin, that's, oh, sorry, that's the raspberry. You can't actually tell much at all on the camera. It is slight, but that one's definitely raspberry, and they definitely have the purple to them. But stunning twins either way. With your second oyster, light double pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Okay, you have triples. 3 pearls in that one. So again, let me just dry these up for you. You have a very pink toned dominant opening here. I hope, oh, look at this one. He is gorgeous, really sort of pearlescent. Again, orchidy colour, so you can see that. If I pop it in between, like so, you've then got a creamy white and a dark deep purple. Okay, what do you think to all of these, my lovely? If you're happy, then they are yours. Now, definitely need to know which one you'd like to have on the jewellery. If you're not happy, I can swap them for colours of your choice. So you've got orchid twins. You then have a single orchid, a creamy white. We then have a lighter raspberry and a darker purple. Swap the raspberry for a pink or purple. Yeah. And then if you're happy with all of those, I'll need to know which one you'd like to have on the jewellery. You'd like to have the pink or purple on the jewellery, and then the remaining pearls there you'd like to have as your loose pearls. Perfect. Well, I'm glad you're happy with all of those. And then we've still got your acorn dip to go. So if I bring you back up to me, and acorn dip, they are in here. So there is 2 in here, which means that there's only 1 more left of the 4 pearl ones on the website. So you have got, oh okay, so we've got, let's go down. This one is, now these are the double hookback earrings. So they are hookbacks with the drop of 2. Okay, so that's the earring style. Now the pearl colours that we have chosen here are a periwinkle and a Cinderella blue. So I'll need to know if you're happy with these, well, which order that you would like to have them in. So which order would you like these in? Just like they are? Perfect. So periwinkle at the top, Cinderella at the bottom. Alyssa, I'm glad you're happy with those and with the colours as well. So if I bring you back up to me, thank you ever so much for the donation with your shells, my lovely. And I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And then that's safe up there for you. Perfect. You're very, very welcome. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the live for today. So I did say it is a slightly shorter live. We sort of did all the catches ups, and I had a 5:30 start this morning, so that's why that is that as well. But we're next going to be live on Tuesday evening. We're live from 8 p.m. GMT. I think we're still on GMT at the moment. And yeah, I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the stars today. That's crazy, crazy kind of everybody. And yeah, have a brilliant Monday morning, brilliant start to your week, and I will see you on Tuesday. Take care. Bye.